I couldn't help but discover Barcelona's vivid culture around every corner. The expressive street art, to a corner filled with rides and street food, to people playing table tennis and soccer in the park. Barcelona is truly full of life. Antoni Tapies's homage to Picasso was commissioned in 1981 by the Barcelona City Council to commemorate 100 years since Pablo Picasso's birth. This monument is placed at Passage de Picasso, an avenue adjacent to the park, known as Parc de la Ciutadella, and it was completed in 1983. The work is a sculpture of assemblage of various objects, specifically modernist furniture such as chairs, cabinetry, and a mirror, which are intersected by white painted iron beams in the shape of a cross. The modern furniture alludes to traditional society in Picasso's life in Barcelona, a comfortable, conventional society in his eyes. The iron beams symbolize industrialization, hence the iron material, social change, and the rebellious nonconformist art associated with Picasso. These beams stab through and disrupt the furniture, representing Picasso's idea of using art as a weapon for social change and rebellion, pushing societal norms. The cross shape of the beam suggests that Picasso was a sort of martyr for social justice through art. The white sheet is painted with Picasso's words, such as him describing a painting as not intended to decorate apartments, but as an instrument of war for attack and defense against the enemy. The sculpture also includes various ropes and ties that weave between the furniture. These, along with the white sheets, bind the furniture together, suggesting restraint, potential chaos, and a sense of forcefulness. These pieces are all enclosed in a 4-meter glass cube that features water running down its walls. The glass cube isolates the scene, making it appear frozen in time and like a memory. To me, this framing of the sculpture brings up the concept that art is a product of man and exists in the mind, only coming to fruition through our conscious effort. So it's up to us to express ourselves through art and use it as a tool for change and achieving what's right. The water flowing down the walls suggests the passage of time, the fluidity of change, and dynamism in art. The sculpture sits in the center of an 11 square meter pool, suggesting that the work is something to reflect on and learn from, as it literally reflects in the water. Kinda lame we can't swim in the pool, but whatever. Jack Whitten's Homage to Malcolm is a work similar to Homage to Picasso in artist intent and symbolic meaning. It was made in 1965, just a few months after the civil rights leader Malcolm X was assassinated. The sculpture is divided into 3 parts. Firstly, the back of the sculpture, which features a rough composition of scattered nails, represents the hardships that the African American community endured at the time. Next is an American elm wood handle that is intentionally very smooth. This represents a better life as well as social and racial equality. Lastly, the wire and metal sculpted hand holding the hook is both rough and smooth, representing a fair middle ground between all racial identities. The sculpture is meant to read as an instrument of time, eventually leading to this harmonious resolution. Jack Whitten's sculpture relates to Antoni Tapies's Homage to Picasso because they both pay homage to a past significant figure that the artist admires and empathizes with, while also further expressing said person's passions and ideals. Come join me for a sketch of this. I enjoy sketching beautiful things as it makes me remember and understand them more. I also enjoy abstractly expressing what I see through my eyes and artistic style. Sometimes things are better remembered, more so in the way that you interpreted it. The next comparison features Basquiat's Bird on Money painting, which pays homage to Charlie Parker, commonly known as Bird. He was one of the most famous jazz alto saxophonists and a leading pioneer of the bebop genre. The bird in the painting represents Charlie Parker, who is shown standing on money, which expresses how black artists like Bird were often celebrated yet exploited in the shadows, with their art immortalized and their lives neglected. The chaotic nature of the painting alludes to the upbeat spontaneity of bebop jazz music, featuring elements like scattered words, scribbles, and dynamic brushwork. Other elements include a dark, rich color palette to evoke strong emotional depth and a sense of urgency, textual fragments and skull motifs to symbolize depth and identity, and crowns and halos to glorify Charlie Parker. Basquiat's Bird on Money relates to homage to Picasso through the artist both identifying with a past idol, highlighting topic of social change, and abstractly expressing the values of a past artistic genius. Homage to Picasso empowers Picasso and his ideas, encouraging people today to embody these virtues and push for social change, using art as the medium to do so. The sculpture provokes ideas of what art can be and the impact it can have. It encourages us to challenge conventions and artistically express ourselves and what we stand for, and fight for our passions. Thank you. I hope you have a great day or night or life, I guess. Anyways, thanks for hanging. See ya.